link
We're not
to
live just yet, I don't think.
yeah, and here's the link to the video itself. Hit enter, you stupid thing. You want to see the video? Where the hell? There it is. There's a link to the video if you want to see the gameplay that I'm doing. It's going to be very choppy, the gameplay at least. So I'm going to start live right now. Oh, I already am live. What is going on, YouTube? I am your host, Leon Gunstill. Apologize for that shitty intro. Welcome to the League of Extraordinary Assholes. Ghost everywhere. I didn't even know I hit start stream, but until right now. So I'm joined here today with Michael Space Jam Jordan, Lord Nurgle, the Harasser Women, and of course, Demented Gamer, Philosopher, Twilight Philosopher. What do you call yourself now? I don't even know what to call you anymore.
Just call me Phil.
Phil, okay. Phil, we'll call you Phil then. Okay. So yes, I decided to start with the whole new format. I'm hoping it'll be good. Hoping you guys will enjoy it. Yeah, it's been a past few crazy weeks. I was never able to actually get a stream going. I'm not sure. I was never able to get streams going, not be able to get people in at times I was ready to do streams, but now I think I'm ready. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'll be doing gameplay footage of Skyrim. I'll be doing some gameplay footage of Elder Scrolls Skyrim. So let's get the stream started, shall we? Alright. Got OBS up and running, so flip on my freaking... Where the hell? There it is. Sorry about that. Trying to get the game started. There it is, script extender. Hopefully you people will be able to see it. Okay, OBS.
I love how I'm like on fire for the most of this game, and nobody's like helping me. I feel like.
Alright, I think you guys could see Skyrim. Let me check one last setting. Yep, you could see it. Going back to the game now.
Behold, I have returned.
Okay, Nurgle, the stream has started.
Are you live right now?
I already did the thing. Lord Nurgle, the Harasser Women, is finally here with us. How's it going, Nurgle?
What's going on?
Nothing much. Just started the stream.
I am spanking it the thumb up my ass.
Yeah.
5 out of 5 would harass again.
Yeah. 5 out of 5 wouldn't harass again.
So what's going on?
Just started the stream right now, and there's been a lot of crazy bullshit happening within the last week, within all the horrific tragedies that we've seen to Ghostbusters. So I think I'll start on a light note and talk about Ghostbusters instead of just the horrible shit that's been going on. So,
I like to keep things a little bit more, I like to talk about more lighthearted subjects.
Yes, lighthearted subjects like the horrible...
Nothing but negativity.
Yeah, the horribleness of Ghostbusters. Let's talk about that. That's lighthearted enough, what you think? Ghostbusters has had favorable reviews. Excuse me for a second.
Well, I went and saw it myself.
Alright,
if that helps. I went and bit the bullet and I went and saw this film. I give it a 0 out of 2, would not bap again.
Spend money to see that thing? No, I'm disappointed in you.
Look, you know, it's a train wreck, alright? It's one of those things that no matter what, you can't look away from it no matter what.
The money was good.
And I decided, you know, I gotta see this for myself, because I'm a very unbiased viewer when I watch anything. So I went and watched this, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I dragged my wife with me. She was not happy. She absolutely hated this movie. Like, the entire film, it was... she told me constantly, you owe me making me watch this. You will watch something I want next time.
And that's Skyrim.
I'm like, oh
again.
god.
Now you guys see why Bethesda...
What's happening to
games...
wife?
Oh, sorry. You guys just saw Skyrim
What's up?
Crush again, so...
So what type of...
Go ahead, Michael.
What?
Go ahead.
I don't know. You were asking me a
What
question,
type
Mike.
of movie your wife would actually force you to go see that you wouldn't want to see?
Well, you know, she made me watch. Every time she brings up Ghostbusters now with me, I just look at her and I say, 4 Twilight films. 4 of them.
You
One
saw
good
4
scene out of all
Twilight
4.
movies? I think you earn your keep with that one.
Absolutely. I didn't sit through... There was one of them that I didn't sit through. I don't know which one it was. But I watched all 4 of those movies. And I still watch them because my wife watches them all the fucking time.
So you think you have what it takes?
I mean, does she actively likes those movies, but she didn't like Ghostbusters?
She didn't like Ghostbusters at all.
I mean, I know Breaking Dawn is 2, but 5 movies. Anyways, never mind. Go ahead.
4 Twilight movies. 4 of them. I swear to God, I've seen all of them, but I might not have been there for Breaking. I don't know. I might have watched Breaking Dawn at home with her before we watched Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Oh man, you poor bastard. Yeah, just.
By the way, Leon, before I go on, you have the streams, the live control room on your stream itself right now.
What?
You might want to take that off there.
Huh? What the hell? How the
Yeah,
hell is
you're
that
doing a
possible?
window capture of the live control room for some weird reason.
Oh my god, really? Give me a second here. I gotta... Give me a second, be right back.
You're not seeing the stream key or anything, so you're fine.
Oh god,
But
I know
I'm
what
just
it
letting you know that
is.
it's there.
I know what it freaking is. Okay, YouTube is up, and it was supposed to be the chat thing.
But
It's supposed to be
anyway-
the chat bar, and apparently...
Well, handle your stuff. Handle your stuff here. I'll talk while you handle your stuff. Okay.
Okay,
The movie, though, I don't think it was
there we go, it's fixed.
bad. Well, no, I take that back. It was pretty bad, but I do feel that it wasn't good either. It was an incohesive mess. Was the problem with this movie? And when I do my review, you guys will hear about exactly what I mean by that. Because it just, I feel like there's a director's cut somewhere that we're going to see when this thing hits DVD that might actually be better. Because this movie...
One can hope this director's cut.
I mean, you really can't fix their source script. You know what I mean? There's only so much. I mean, and the script leaked months ago.
Yeah,
Months
you're
and
right
months.
about that. But the thing is in this movie, it felt like there were a lot of scenes that were cut out that should have been there that would have explained a lot of the incohesiveness of the film.
We had some empty beds in
Well,
Nebraska.
I mean, from what I heard, it was just that was the best cut that they could get out of the movie.
It probably was. It's just like I don't want to spoil much of it for those that do want to see it, because I mean I'm not gonna knock you if you want to see it or if you liked it. I mean that everybody's different strokes for different folks.
Do something. I'm not gonna watch it. At
Hello,
least for money.
But
hello,
there's a
Focus
scene in the
Break.
movie.
Hello, Habib. How's it going, by the way? He's in the chat. I could see the chat now without having to switch windows.
Oh, okay. But now, there's a movie, okay, or there's a scene in the film where
Of course.
in New York is being overrun by all the ghosts, right? And they're walking around, and just randomly they're like, "Hey, look, it's a Thanksgiving Day Macy's Ghost Parade, and the ghost balloons are coming at us." And
Yeah, I
as
heard
stupid
that
as that
was a huge
sounds,
problem.
Need something?
say again.
I heard that was a huge problem. Like the ghost didn't make sense and shit like that.
Yeah, it made no sense. It was just like, hey, it's there. I was like, I don't understand why it was there. It made no sense to me
Okay.
at all.
I heard there's a female Slimer and there's no reason for it.
Well, the female Slimer, there was a female Slimer, and the whole concept was and I liked this scene. A lot of people hated this. I actually thought this was cool. They were goofing around, right, and they run into Slimer, and he's eating a bunch of food at, like, a hot dog stand, right? So Slimer freaks out on them, they try to shoot him or whatever, and he jumps in the Ecto-1 and steals the motherfucker and drives off with it. And the next time you see Slimer driving with the Ecto-1, He's got his woman by his side hugging on him, and then there's a bunch of ghosts hanging out of it, and they're all like partying. And as stupid and cartoony as this looked, I thought it was funny. Except I thought the female Slimer looked a lot like John Travolta from Hairspray. it seriously did.
Wow.
But I mean, like I said, that scene was fine. But when they did like the balloon scene, it felt like there was something that we didn't see prior to that that we understood. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It just felt like it was something missing that would have explained why are they fighting parade balloons.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's pretty much, like I said, I don't want to spoil much of it, and I don't want to say too much before I do my actual review, because I was going to record my review later.
Yeah.
But I'll straight up say is, just wait till it comes out on Netflix before you watch it. I would highly recommend that, and even that to the feminists out there, because it was just, God.
I mean, don't believe what people tell you about the movie is kind of like the key thing. Like, on either side, realistically, right? Like,
yeah, I have seen way too much positivity coming towards this movie, and it's not asked for. They're literally fluffing up the reviews for this, and
most of the time I see is this is a painfully mediocre movie.
Mm-hmm.
Painfully mediocre every time. Painfully mediocre.
That's what I've been seeing as well. I constantly see that it's painfully mediocre. I thought the same when I watched it. My wife, like I said, my wife hated it.
Oh,
I was actually quite surprised because I thought she would.
Did you see Angry? Oh,
The thing is me and my wife. Oh God, Angry Joe hated this movie.
Oh yes, let's get into that discussion. Let's get into several discussions about this. So, your overall thought on the Snurgle? What was it? Like, was it good, bad, mediocre, god awful? Movie should be burned. What is it?
Okay, well, my rating system is must see, watch if you're bored, and there ain't nothing else on, buy on DVD, and wait for Netflix. My score?
Pirate it.
I don't condone pirating. I'm sorry, I don't. Even though I'm a chaos god, I don't condone pirating anything.
I don't want to get in trouble.
My advice, my rating. Hold on, my rating. Wait for Netflix. That's my rating. Wait for Netflix.
Will it pop up on Netflix because it's a Sony property? You'll probably get it on PlayStation Plus.
Well, you could get it on there, or well, I mean, if you can watch it for free on, say, Hulu, even, do that. just do that. Like, seriously.
Or or you can get someone else to buy it as a gift. I mean, so
that
way
too.
you're not technically spending money.
Look, I would say don't. My point is do not give these people any fucking money for this movie. Don't, because it wasn't. Like I said, it was mediocre, but it's just not worth the money to go watch it. If you find it in a bargain bin for DVDs, for like $5 DVDs, which I guarantee you that's where you're going to find this, yeah, then I can say, yeah, it's just $5, man. You're cool. It's worth that at least. But it's not worth paying a price to go see it in the theater. It felt like a TV movie. Although I will say, I think Kate McKinnon was kind of sexy in it.
I really do feel like it looked like a TV movie.
Yeah,
there is some fun scenes in the film. That's what hurts me, is this movie starts really strong, and then it just goes downhill as it progresses. And there are some very fun scenes. Like, personally, my wife loved Chris Hemsworth's performance, and I thought he was good. But for the love of God, could they made the dude any more retarded?
Yeah.
Like, the dude couldn't even answer a phone.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Nurgle, it's a feminist movie. Of course, the men have to look like idiots.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't feel like it was a feminist film. It didn't feel like they were really pushing the feminist agenda in the movie itself. It didn't feel that way. It's just, and all the men in it, yeah, they say that all the men are stupid, whatever. The truth is, all these characters in this film, they're cartoon characters. They literally act like cartoons. And and it had some really cool actors in it. Like, if anybody remembers Mad TV, the guy that played Stewart, the one that was like, no, you remember that guy? He was in the movie. He was the guy that ran the metal concert scene, or the venue where the metal concert was going on at. You know that scene where you see in the trailer where Leslie Jones jumps in a mosh pit and she goes, I don't know if it was a race or lady thing, whatever, right?
Yeah, that joke
that place.
Fucking force that I hope that the writer who put that joke together.
I'm gonna talk about
chokes
that.
on a fucking dick on Christmas. Like
that's not the only scene, and I'm gonna talk about that here in just a second with you guys, and I'll get to that. But like that guy though from Mad TV, he was in that part. He was the guy that ran that venue, and his character was. He wasn't silly, he wasn't dumb, but he was kind of funny. He was a funny character, but he was a cartoon. But of course, I love that actor. And then there was actually a cameo of Ozzy Osbourne in the film. Ozzy Osbourne is in the movie. As crazy as that sounds.
I mean, hey, if you pay people enough money, of course they're gonna show up in something.
But in his cameo, I mean, got laughs in the theater. People were just like dying when they saw Ozzy pop up. Okay. He was awesome.
Yeah. So.
But the thing. Well, hold on. I gotta address this though before we move on. Leslie Jones's line when she jumps in the mosh pit. I mean, first off, Melissa McCarthy goes, you know what? I know what to do. So she jumps into the pit and they start crowd surfing her, right? Mm-hmm. And my first thought with Melissa McCarthy was, she's like bigger and weighs more than Leslie Jones. I was actually, and I know I'm not trying to make a fat joke here, but I was expecting them the crowd to open up for her because she's bigger. And that's a classic joke that you see in so many movies with crowd surfing, and I thought that was fine. But when the hole opened up for Leslie Jones, she hit the ground, and the first fucking line that she says is, I don't know if it was a race thing or a lady thing, but I'm mad as hell. I was like, why did you say that? Because that just sounded so off. It didn't sound right at all. It was almost as if Paul Feig's message in that sequence, or the writer's message in that sequence, was that metalheads are racist. Which is not fucking true, because I know I'm a metalhead myself.
That's a big standing thing in Hollywood and stuff. They say, like, metalheads are racist and shit like that. Like,
I don't understand that. I know a hell of a lot of black metalheads that go to metal shows and hang out with mostly white people, okay? I don't know where this comes from.
He's getting right than reality.
The lead singer of Seven Dust is black.
Okay.
The former lead singer of Kill Switch Engage is black. Okay, I don't know where that came from, but
Habib
that scene was bad.
Habib said one thing in the comments. He said, "Did you see the Doug Walker review, Nostalgia Critic review?" He basically said the same.
I haven't gotten to finish watching that.
Well, he basically said the same exact thing, and I agree with Habib on this one. He says it's not good, it's not bad, it's meh, like that. And a meh movie.
It really is meh, but I don't think it's worth money.
No. And I gotta say one thing though, moving on from that. So we got Nurgle's opinion on the movie and stuff, and it's a very strong opinion. But you know who had a strong
There was one more. Well, Leon.
Go ahead.
Leon, I don't want to cut you off, but there's one more thing I wanted to mention about the race thing. There's another scene where a line is delivered where Melissa McCarthy says, "We have the scientists and Patty," and that was really off-putting to a lot of people too. What's up, B to the GGs? I ain't seen you in a long fucking time.
I see him in there.
Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some food. So,
okay,
Leon,
I'll go into Angry Joe's.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna head into Angry Joe's now. So, Angry Joe saw the movie and stuff, and he was like very iffy on it and stuff. And he's like, "This does not look right at all." And he's saying that this is not sexist at all. It's not sexist to hate this movie. This is a shitty trailer. He was saying that about the trailer. James Rawls said, "I'm not gonna watch the movie," and he got railroaded by these people, by Paul Feig and all the Virgin for Lives that followed them. Shit. Goddamn wolves. But yeah, So Angry Joe finally watched the movie, and he did 2 videos on it. One, angry review / rant. You know the movie. You know how the game / movie has to be terrible if Joe has a rant or review. And the second one was a spoiler video. The first one he did, the angry review, and where the hell did that come from? But the first one was an angry review, and he started out with the rant. Not just any rant, a very brutal and angry rant that this was like one of the angriest I've ever seen Joe on a movie review. And he was just like saying, this movie is basically just a cartoon. That's all it is a cartoon. And I couldn't agree with him more. It's a cartoon.
Are you finished?
Yeah, that's the vibe I got out of it. Tell you the truth, the whole time I was watching it, that's all I could think about was it was the old cartoon I used to watch as a kid.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's the only thing that maybe at all redeemably like it in any way.
That's what they
Hey,
should
you know
have
what
done.
would have been an awesome Ghostbusters movie?
What?
If they took the Ghostbusters Extreme cartoon and turned that into a fucking movie.
Yeah.
I thought about that too, because I remember Extreme was actually pretty cool, and it tied the universes together really well.
And it had a diverse cast. Like,
But we couldn't do that because we would have had a Smurfette trope, because there was only one chick.
Yep.
what's the Smurfette trope?
Oh.
It means that there's only one chick and then a group of men
Yeah.
in the team.
Yep. So, moving on.
So?
But
The
back
one chick
to-
is there just because they need to fit the bill of the one chick.
That, you know, these dichotomies of people, that is how it works. Like, I know girls who hang out with just guys. I know guys who hang out with just girls.
Mhm.
You know, that's how dynamics work. I mean, so what? We had a reverse Smurfette thing where you have Chris Hemsworth around 4 girls,
Yeah, pretty much.
and they're not on the equal, and they're not equals at all. Like, this is the problem with any form of social justice or feminism or any of that shit. They develop these sort of kind of pocket holds of the same shit. And then they bitch about it when they see like the inverse of their, you know, their wants. And it's just, it's grotesque and it's stupid. And these people need to be fucking gassed.
And I won't
said
say
it.
but I
Fuck
don't
these
condone
people.
that. But
They are the thing that prevents any sort of free thought. Like, when you've become so dogmatic in any of your ideas, experiences, or whatever, of course this is what's going to happen.
okay, yeah.
And the thing is at least my faith in humanity has been restored because this movie is bombing.
yeah, and
You know,
moving
but I
on
mean, I would
from
be
what-
really sad if this movie
Okay.
did any better.
moving on from what Michael said about the movie bombing. Robert E. Roper actually had the perfect idea of how terrible this movie
It's
was.
Richard Roper.
Richard
by the
Roper.
way.
Sorry, no, I get the names mixed up all the time. Richard Roper.
It's cool.
He basically had.
We'll call him Dick Roper.
Yeah. He basically said one thing. He said he said the movie is terrible, it's god awful, and stuff like that. And you know what happened? Did people like take his criticism? People listen to his criticism at all? Nope. They went on the internet, and all the beta males on the internet went and bitched about it.
Well, of course. I mean, but see, you guys gotta understand something. The shit that we've seen with the feminism shit and all that, that was all internet garbage. Outside of that, the people that have been going to watch this, the ones that the real audience that's coming out of it going, God, this was awful, has been the normal people.
Yes.
I mean, and then there's some
Oh my god.
people that are even saying that I was like, I just can't watch this thing. It was horrible. I mean, and that Sony shill, that one guy that everybody called the Sony shill, I really believe him. I don't think he really was a Sony shill. I think he legitimately liked the movie. But even he's come out and was like, man, this crap is
got
stupid.
access to review before anybody else. Like, and he was a no-name channel.
Well, yeah, he was, but he was there also with what's his name?
Paul Feig.
That eating guy, the other guy that put out his first review. Reckless Eating, he was there with them. I mean, that dude, those two were hanging out there and shit. There's a lot more to that than what everybody thinks, because the truth is it really, after looking over things, it really shows a lack of, it shows there was a lot of sloppy work done in investigating whether he's a shill or not. I really just don't think he was actually a
I don't
shill.
think.
I mean, realistically, he shouldn't have had access to the movie premiere.
No, I don't think he's a
Go ahead,
shill,
Leon.
like,
What's up, man?
I don't
I'm sorry.
think I'm gonna personally say I don't think that guy's a shill at all. But you know what? More power to him if he wants to like the movie. Maybe he has a taste in god awful movies. Maybe he has a taste in shitty movies. Maybe he thinks the Transformer movies are the greatest things ever. Who knows?
I mean, that's the thing. I feel like this movie was good for children.
Yes.
That's the sad thing. I feel like children would have enjoyed this because children don't give a shit about the story. They just want cool, colorful things to look at.
Okay, I'm
That's
switching
no
the game
you
to
know
Fallout
it.
4. Skyrim crashed one many times, so I'm switching to Fallout 4 just to let everybody know who's viewing in.
I really want to see what is it called looks like. Your movie sucks review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to see that as well. There's a lot of different people reviewing the hell out of this movie. But like even Comic Book Girl, I saw her post a tweet yesterday about this, and she was railing on it too, like getting pissed off about all the feminist crap that's surrounding it. The problem is people.
I mean, she's not one of those people, you know.
Oh, I know, and that's what I think is so fucking hilarious. And because they mentioned this in Midnight Edge's one video they did about this, they mentioned that like when James Rolfe came out, the media was so quick to attack this guy and just jump on him. But Comic Book Girl did the same exact thing a couple weeks prior, to have the same concerns, said the same shit. Not one motherfucker said a goddamn thing about her.
No, and you know what
Well,
I find
'cause he
that's
can't,
so
'cause he's a
ironic
woman.
about James Rolfe, though? Even Dane Cook decided to say, oh, he's a sexist. Dane Cook said that. Paul Feig bitched about it.
Yeah, Dane Cook, right? The
Dane
other
Cook did a
fucker
movie
should
called
not be
Good
saying
Luck
anything.
Chuck.
Yes,
For fuck's
I
sake.
mean, if anybody remembers what Good Luck Chuck was like, yeah.
That movie was just about a dude fucking every damn woman out there.
Yep.
He's such a sleazeball.
Yep, he is a scumbag.
He steals jokes. I mean, if your moral authority are thieves and liars, I mean, you got a fucking problem.
I mean, seriously, who's
You
on
know what I
their
mean?
side? Right now, as of what we know that on their side there's two comedians that steal jokes, Amy Schumer and Dane Cook. That's about it. That's all they have are comedians that steal jokes. I wonder even if, like, Melissa McCarthy and Kate
Are you
McKinnon...
forgetting Carlos Mencia? I mean, yeah, he's not active anymore, but Carlos Mencia was also stealing jokes, allegedly.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, but Ghostbusters, in hindsight, to let everybody know, it wasn't a good movie. It wasn't a bad movie. It was
Okay,
a movie. Oh my god. I'm just doing a Roman Reigns quote there. It's not a good movie. It's not a bad movie. It's just a movie. I had to do a Roman Reigns quote right there. But, yeah, so, so, other than that...
Habib,
Okay.
Habib, I wouldn't even say that people that enjoy SNL humor would have enjoyed it. It was an incohesive mess. The whole movie was just
let me put it like
incohesive.
this to an SNL fan, like myself. I haven't watched it in years. One episode I quickly watched and I shut off almost immediately was an Amy Schumer episode. It was the Amy Schumer episode from what I'm hearing. And if it was the Amy Schumer episode like that, I gotta say it like this, people, just don't watch the movie. It's not worth it. So, yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know if there's much more to talk about with Ghostbusters. There's not a lot to talk about with Ghostbusters anymore. Except that, one more thing. The reviews. Not the top critic reviews, the bottom critic reviews. The things that people don't really even know how to review a movie are reviewing it. Like saying, ha ha ha, nerds, like that.
Well,
that's what they say.
we're seeing a lot of... Well, the reviews, what you're seeing is a lot of... You're seeing what I feel is a lot of review fluffing. But even the Rotten Tomatoes score has gone down to a 73% from 76, because it was like a 78, 80%, and it's gone down to a 73
and, it's
now.
It's like a...
So it is dropping in its scores.
Yeah, this movie,
The top critic score has went up a little bit.
Yeah, they're expecting like you know what? I wonder the people at Sony if they really even knew what they were getting themselves into when they allowed this movie to be made. They're expecting to be like, oh, this is the greatest movie ever. They're promising us like very high ratings and stuff. This is going to be the best movie ever made. They were expecting that. They were expecting it to be at the level of like their expectations were really high. They were expecting like Star Wars Force Awakens levels. That's what they're expecting, and sorry to say this, but it's Transformers 4 levels. You guys put a director who was not. I'm going to say my final thought on this, and I'll let Nurgle, Michael, and Demand to give their final thoughts, or Phil give their final thoughts. My final thoughts are this right here. You let a director who has who's only worked on comedies and stuff, and I'm gonna say like this, Bridesmaids was actually kind of a funny movie. That's the only one I saw Paul Feig's movies, and it was sort of a funny movie. Bridesmaids was a funny movie. My mom enjoyed it, and she doesn't, at most times she hates crude comedy at times, and she even enjoyed Bridesmaids. And they shouldn't put Paul Feig in. Amy Pascal, they shouldn't even let her anywhere near any type of production, anywhere. She is a poison to production in movies. And that's all I got. And last thing I gotta say is, I feel really bad for the 4 actresses. They are all talented women, and I've seen them in movies before, especially Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig. They've been in movies a lot. They've been in a lot of movies, including Paul Feig movies. This is gonna ruin them. And I want to tell to you like this, Amy Pascal and Paul Feig. Do you really know you just killed their careers? Do you really know that? Do you two really get that?
I mean, he didn't kill their careers because he made those girls' careers.
I know, but he also...
You know, like, we wouldn't even know those acts without him.
I knew
I mean, he's just a fucking... He's just a prick.
Yeah, he destroyed
What has been killed is his career.
Yes, but he also killed...
Anybody who's going to see his name attached to a movie and be like, oh, that douchebag who directed that shitty Ghostbusters remake? Fuck that.
He's hurt his career. The actresses... There's only one actress I feel that hurt their career in this film, and that's Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, yes.
Because of all of her comments about the film, about the fans of the film, which was, oh, well, they're just man babies in their basements and all that. Sony's PR promotional material is probably what really hurt this film far more than anybody else.
Okay, Nurgle.
Yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to go see any other movies with those girls in it.
Nope.
I mean, I just don't feel the need.
Okay, Nurgle, final thoughts.
You know what I mean?
Well, like, I think I would go see... I'm not worried about the actresses. The only actress I don't want to see in film anymore is Melissa McCarthy, because I have a fucking complete disdain for her bitch ass now because of the shit that she said about this movie and when it came to this movie. But, like, Kristen Wiig, I'm like, okay, fine. I don't know why. I know she's a lesbian, but I'm somewhat just attracted to Kate McKinnon. I don't know why. I think she's cute.
I've seen her in
And Leslie Jones, I've seen her in other stuff that she does, and she's pretty funny. But after the shit that I've seen here, fuck Paul Feig and fuck Melissa McCarthy.
A thing though, like she is not funny. Her movies are like shitty slapstick.
Okay, gotta take back controller for a second. Final thoughts, Nurgle. That's what I wanted to get. Final thoughts from you.
My final thought, like I said, wait for Netflix, or Hulu, whatever it'll come to. Secondly, 46 million in opening weekend. It got beat out by a week-old movie on its second weekend out, which has already grossed over 100 million. This movie cost 144 million to produce, and they've only made 46 million.
He'd say it was 144, but I doubt it. I think it's probably a lot more.
I think it was like 150 million originally. It was somewhere in the 150 million range, but then, you know, they have like budget stuff and all this other shit that goes into play with it. But the reality is if this movie even gets any type of sequel at all, or anything or a franchise even comes out of this, Sony is going to have a very uphill battle getting through this movie and erasing it. If they do a sequel to it, I guarantee you that Pascal's probably going to lose her fucking job. And Paul Feig will not be invited to come back and do the new one, nor the original one.
From what I heard, these are just rumors and rumbling, that they actually have a new movie planned, and it's not going to be related to this one.
Oh,
and it's not going to have the same cast or director.
I'm not sure. I'm going to take that rumor with a grain of salt, but I hope it's true because I do not want to see Pascal have her hand on another movie ever again because I feel, you know what? I feel bad for I don't feel bad for the people, Pascal, McCarthy, or any of them. I don't feel bad for any of those people. You know what I feel bad for? I feel bad for the investors. They're like, we're promised this is going to be amazing. We're promised this whole thing and stuff, and then, bam. And then, what's his name? I can't think of his name. That guy that was responsible for so many of Fox's undoings, and then he leaves them, and then he's at Sony now. What's that guy's name? That one jackass who canceled Firefly. Can't think of his name right now. He's there, and he tried to fight for this.
Well, let me just say one thing about this, okay? He's gonna get... This movie is going to... It's already cost Sony a lot of money, okay? And I think there is some validity about a new Ghostbusters movie in production. I honestly think there's a little bit of validity to that. That it has nothing to do with this. Because if you watch the beginning of this movie, they have a thing that comes up called Ghost Corps, or a Ghost Corps production, or whatever. Ghost Corps is the new production company, or production thing, started by Sony, and Ivan Reitman is heading this. And they're handling everything Ghostbusters related and franchise related to it. I would not be surprised if they are pushing forward to make a bigger franchise out of this and trying to erase this movies from existence. Or they might even just Days of Future past this film. And honestly, and I'll say this, and a lot of people will think, my God, Nurgle, you need to shut the fuck up. But I will honestly say, I don't have a problem watching these 4 girls come back and play the Ghostbusters again. Mm-hmm. I just have a problem with the writing and the directing, because that's what hurt this movie. It was not these actresses. These are good actresses. These are good actors that we saw in this movie. They're funny people, and they could have done it really well. But the writing and the directing fucked this movie sideways.
And it did
I mean, nothing. I don't know. I just look at it, casting choices, character dynamics, all of it. The black girl comes off as a stock, like, race, like, just kind of like the worst stereotypes of African American women.
Oh man, it's like
the women, and like the girl. There's only like who's the main girl?
Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig was probably the main character of the entire film, in my opinion.
He is probably the best character just from the footage that I've seen. And, I mean, it just is kind of sad. Like, I feel like maybe if she had one of the, like, if she was, like, Egon's daughter or whatever, like how they originally had a series of things planned for her, it would have just been way better, you know what I mean?
Well, like I said, in the movie, if you actually watch the movie, Leslie Jones's character was pretty cool in the film. She wasn't bad at all. It was just, she was this kind of the stereotypical black woman, whatever, the way she was portrayed, way she was. But she wasn't so bad. She was actually pretty funny in a lot of sequences of the film. What killed me the most of all was, just Melissa McCarthy and all of them, the way they just didn't have the chemistry together like they should have. I liked Kate McKinnon's character a little bit because she was silly, she was goofy, and she was kind of like left field with her. She played an awkward, she was kind of like a very introverted, like awkward type of woman.
Kate McKinnon is a crazy.
She was real snarky. It was kind of interesting, but the funny thing about her though is that she really was kind of a cartoon character through the whole movie. She really felt like it.
Yeah, and I've watched...
go ahead, Leon.
I'm going to say one final thing before I move on to gaming news. Kate McKinnon is on Saturday Night Live. She always plays the crazy woman. She always has played I'm a crazy woman like that. She's always been a nutcase. She's always been a nutcase, even on SNL. They know how to cast her and stuff, and Paul Feig saw that as well, and he's like, you know what, I could make Kate McKinnon.
Typecasted.
Yeah, it's SNL how they did Kate McKinnon. They did her right. They knew how to work with the Kate McKinnon. And how Paul Feig is doing it, it's just like, seriously, Feig, really? Did you have to do it like this? Did you have to really make Kate McKinnon just always crazy? SNL would do it like this. They'd make her, at times she's normal, and at other times she's crazy. They make her like she's like bound to snap at any second type of character with McKinnon. But here, it's not the same. That's all I gotta say about McKinnon's character.
Oh, and also, why are they killing ghosts now?
I don't know.
I thought that was interesting too. And in the movie, they never really explained why they're able to just basically massacre them. They never really explained it. They went from like capturing them to now we're just destroying them. But to be honest with you, that sequence and that scene where they're playing with all the new technology that McKinnon built, that scene was actually really cool to watch. I liked that one because she McKinnon pulls out these like dual pistols. Like when you see the scene where she licks the gun, she pulls these like pistols out and then starts slinging them around like fucking Whiplash, and it was actually really cool to watch. But that was probably like the highlight of the whole film, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it seems really weird.
It's
Whoa. Sorry.
It's an SNL movie. I'm gonna put it like that. It's basically a 4-hour. It's basically a 2.5-hour long SNL sketch, and not even a funny one either. That's all I gotta say from what I've heard from you guys. Oh yeah, it's on TGM, so I can survive that drop.
This Lucio is just pissing me off by like drive-bying me and then leaving.
I don't have much more to talk about with. I don't have much more to talk about with Ghostbusters Nurgle. Do you have anything else other than Netflix it?
Just Netflix that shit.
Netflix and chill and get traumatized.
And no, there's no fapping allowed in that film. It's just you're not going to get it up.
You're not going to get it up.
Well,
yes,
how do you know? I mean, how do you know?
Well, Nurgle would know. He is the god of
I mean,
death.
Kate McKinnon was kind of good looking, but...
Yeah, but moving on now, I think we've gotten this topic enough. Moving on to talk about something even more lighthearted, video game news. I know this one's a little old, but I'm waiting for this game. It's supposed to come out next month. The game, what's it called? I'll get into one more before I jump into this one, another bullshit one. Because I can't let the stream. My mom's complaining about bandwidth use in this house, so I might have to stop this after a little bit. One thing I want to talk about before I go on is sorry about that. Got my head a little mixed up right now. The game Star Citizen. They just announced a refund for that game. Someone was finally given a refund.
Yeah, $3,000 refund.
Yes.
Wait, a refund for which one? Evolution?
Star Citizen.
For what?
Star Citizen. Robert
Star?
Space.
Oh, Star Citizen.
Star Citizen.
Huh.
Yes. It was just someone was just given a refund for Star Citizen. $3,000, and I can't blame him. I put like at least $60 into the game when I first got it. I basically just did that little. I wanted to play the game, I want to see how it was, and I'm like, $3,000 is not that much. Or no, not $3,000. $10 is not that much. Or no, $60 is not that much. So I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna see how the game is and stuff. And they had a refund policy at the time, so I thought at the time they still had a refund policy. So it's like, you know what? I'll give the game a try, see how it is. And it's buggy as hell, and I could see why he wants a refund. That game is terrible. There are so many bugs with that game. It's a very badly bugged game. and someone finally said, I had enough and I want a refund. So he got a refund, which is good. I'm kind of glad to see someone actually get a refund for the game. What do you guys think about that?
Well, refund for the right reasons, because
Yes.
people get refunds just to be dicks about a game. They play it for like 6 hours and try to refund it.
Yeah, I'm not that. If the game is terrible, I've only done like 4 Steam refunds ever, and they're mostly because the game is terrible, or the game is not what they expected it to be, or the game is poorly done. Basically, those are the only reasons why I do a refund. I don't do it just to be like a dick and say, oh, my 2 hours are almost up, I'm going to stop playing it now. I'm going to refund it. I'm not that kind of a person, but this refund with Star Citizen, this should be a wake-up call to Chris Roberts, but he's not even listening. And, the problem with the game is they keep adding newer and newer content. They keep adding more and more new content to the game. And they don't even fix the glaring issues.
Okay, I'm back.
Like, I was in my Mustang Beta, which is a ship. I was in my Mustang Beta, flying and stuff, and my Mustang Beta has a crew cabin in the back of it. It has like an area where you could move around in your ship and stuff, and I went back there, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to hit the jump button and see how that works. I clipped right out of my ship while it was going like 5,000 miles per hour in space. While it was going at top speed, like it was going like 5,000 kilometers a second or whatever. I clipped through my ship. And that's the type of bugs that are in Star Citizen right now. There are so many issues. The game will lock up. There's you know how we were talking about this, Michael? There are memory issues, memory leaks and stuff. This game definitely has.
Yeah, you can obviously tell when a game has bad memory issues.
Yes, it's like a Bethesda game.
Dump the cache.
I mean, it's built on the Cry engine. I can tell you guys that. It's built on the Crytek engine. The Cry engine.
Oh, they should have used Unreal.
No, Unreal
Wow,
has the
that
same
game-
problems. It's just as bad. Unreal is just as bad.
I don't know if Unreal Engine would have been able to handle it, but
No, Unreal cannot handle.
I haven't
mobile.
played. I haven't played Star Citizen. I don't plan on playing Star Citizen.
I won't
But I
suggest
can
it.
honestly tell you, after seeing and hearing all the shit I've heard about this game,
Mhm.
I wouldn't even touch this with my friend's dick.
That's like the I always tell that to my friends, like if we're in a bar or some shit like that, it's like, I wouldn't fuck that skanky bitch with your dick and blame it on that dude.
This game looks so bad, and then to hear like all the money they made in Kickstarter over this,
Oh yeah.
and fucking this guy took it to court to get a $3,000 fucking refund.
Yeah. and
Damn.
I think Chris Roberts needs to learn.
100 million.
Chris Roberts definitely needs to learn that. Hey, we can. If you screw us over, we can sue you. I want Chris Roberts to know that you can be sued if you screw us over. So stop trying to screw us over, Roberts, or we will sue you. But I don't think he really gets that. I think it's going to have to take a massive investigation into... I have a feeling if this game turns into a failure, he could be in serious deep shit, Chris Roberts. He could be in serious trouble.
But hang on.
It's not really a failure because of how much money he's made on Kickstarter for this shit.
Yeah,
The money he's made his money.
Yeah.
So the game's not a failing
No, but
flop.
I mean if he...
Because he hasn't even... Is the game ever even come out of beta yet?
I'm going to say it like this. It has been out, and I played it myself. I personally played it, and it's not completed. The game is not completed. It's not a finished project. They're slow. They're very slow at it. They just opened up the economic system for the game. They just gave us an economic system for the game. So right now we could... Right now, we have everything we could run around and right now we can now buy stuff. Before this, we couldn't buy anything. the game didn't have an economic system until just recently. So we finally get the economic system, and I'm really hoping that they finally fix the issue with the memory leak and stuff, and they finally give us so that we can drop the settings instead of having them on ultra, because I don't even think a 1080 or 1070 could handle Star Citizen on ultra. That game is
I personally feel that. I'm sorry, Leon. I personally feel that this game, Star Citizen, it's just another one to throw right on the top of the entire pile of all the other crowd-funded games that have failed utterly miserably.
Wait, who made it again? Was it Brad Wardell?
No, it wasn't Brad Wardell.
It was Chris Roberts.
Who was behind Star Citizen?
It's Chris Roberts. You know Chris Roberts, one who made, you know, what's that game called? I can't think of the name of it. The one where you fly, Wing Commander, that's it. He's responsible for Wing Commander. You know that one.
Yeah, him and Derek Smart have had a hate boner for each other for years.
Mm-hmm.
And he's part of one of the ones that
that's why I never took Derek
was all
Smart.
hating on this game.
That's why I never really took Derek Smart that much, because Derek Smart hated Chris Roberts for years. So it's like, I'm not going to take his word just yet until Chris Roberts does something stupid. And right now, I'm hoping the game will succeed. I don't know if it will or not. I'm hoping that it'll succeed, because I put money into this game. I want to see it succeed. It's a good concept and stuff, but right now, there's another game. There are two other games. One of them I already have, and the other I am going to buy next month. And I already have Elite Dangerous, and next month I'm going to buy No Man's Sky. So, and speaking on that, one of the if Nurgle has anything he wants to talk about video game related, next thing up is No Man's Sky. It's coming out next month by Hello Games.
Dude, everybody's like, it's gonna have 70 trillion things. I'm like, dude, it's a procedurally generated.
It's like Minecraft,
and it doesn't even have the memory to kind of retain it. I'm just like, these people are gonna be so disappointed.
I know, but
I'm
gonna say
I don't know how well No Man's Sky is going to do.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping it does pretty good, actually.
I am too, and
because it looks interesting.
I could say one thing about No Man's Sky.
It's just, but I mean, people are, you know, saying, "Oh, this is gonna be the best game ever."
Don't overhype a game, you freaking morons! I could say one thing about No Man's Sky right now.
Like, I mean, I've even seen more than other people have, and I'm just telling people, I'm like, stop being stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one thing about No Man's Sky, just for you guys. Right, with the news of No Man's Sky, besides the fact that it's coming out within a month, or it's coming out within like, it's like August 6th, I think. They announced the memory size of No Man's Sky. They announced the memory size of No Man's Sky.
Yeah, they're talking about how big.
6 gigabytes.
And it's fucking tiny.
It is, and I don't know why they would drop 6 gigabytes. Which I'm concerned about.
Well, you know what it is? It's basically Minecraft.
Yes,
right?
it is.
How Minecraft
is a huge wolf, but it procedurally generates, and I don't think. And one thing I've looked at and stuff, and I looked it up, and they finally gave an answer about it. No Man's Sky has, and I'm going to be serious here. No Man's Sky has a single player mode. It has a single player mode. I don't think, just so you guys all know, you can't play it offline. You can play it offline. You don't have to be online, but you can't share your discoveries with everybody else, is how they put it. That's how they put it, basically, is you can go offline, but you can't share your discoveries. So it is going to be an offline game. It won't be like, how I'll put it like this, of offline, it'll be somewhat considered to Ark Survival. If you ever played Ark Survival, it is an offline game. You can play it offline, but
I haven't played Ark Survival, and I'm very interested in this game, but I'm not going to be getting it anytime soon.
I'm gonna rent it for PS4, and if it's any good, I'll get it on PC. But right now, I'm gonna keep my distance from this game. I'm gonna do a rent it from GameFly. I'm gonna GameFly. You know how there's Netflix? There's GameFly, and I'm GameFlying it, and that's my preview of the game is Gamefly Ark Survival because, yeah, I think I'm done playing Fallout 4 right now. That's the end of gameplay streams, so right now at least. Right now, Ark Survival, or not Ark Survival, No Man's Sky, until you guys see actual legitimately good reviews, I would say just Gamefly it or rent it. That's the best thing to say is rent it. There's nothing else to say. So, so any guys' thoughts on No Man's Sky before
I just think people are too, what is it called about it? They're too excited for something. They have no idea what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they, I know there was one thing, there was a funny tweet that was made in the creators of No Man's Sky. They came out, because after they had went gold, they came out with a picture of the entire team, and they're all happy, and they're like, yeah, we just went gold. And some idiot retweets this picture and straight up says, look how diverse they are, because they're all a bunch of dudes. I'm like, really, man? You can't let them just fucking be happy? You can't let them fucking be happy. Why can't you let them be happy?
That is a small
But wait.
team.
The funny thing is, though, is that the same people who are, who champion No Man's Sky and all that for being this indie developing thing are the same people who are like, oh, Cisbusters and all that shit. Like,
I know, that's what I thought was so funny about it. I was like, really?
Yeah,
You can't just let motherfuckers be happy, right?
Yeah, and I wanna like No Man's Sky. That is a game I want to like Star Citizen. I want to like No Man's Sky, and I think No Man's Sky has a better chance of being a good game than Star Citizen as of right now. As of right now, when I looked at Star Citizen, I played the shooting aspect. It's good. There are a lot of amazing features with that game. They had the physics right and stuff. The physics are really good. Controls ships flying and stuff. That is amazing controls for a game. That game is really well built. Star Citizen's a well built game, but it's a well controlled game, physics and everything. But they need to fix every glitch if they want it to succeed, and they just need to stop making update videos and just start focusing on Squadron 42 and instead of the persistent universe. That's all I gotta say about that one. But this one, I could see it working as like a Minecraft in space, because I've seen videos like IGN first videos and stuff, and all it is like you're slowly upgrading everything. You collect the minerals to upgrade your ship and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised within 2 years they'll have a base building feature where you build your base. I wouldn't be surprised if they had that. I'm not surprised. That's how the game is built.
yeah, let's just rip off everything else.
Yeah.
I can't be enthusiastic about that game.
I'm not.
It's just okay. So it's a pretty version of Minecraft.
It's a
Whatever.
space version of Minecraft.
With most games, I always judge every game by its own merit in most games, except for Gone Home. I don't need to play that game.
Played
to know
that one,
bullshit.
and it's god awful. Okay, no.
But anyway, I'm gonna have to just hold my judgment out on that game. So that's just how it's gonna be, as far as it goes with me. Like I don't really have any high opinion about it already anyway, because I've never really aired like Minecraft, for instance. I fucking hate Minecraft.
Really?
Everybody else seems to love that shit. I hate it.
I hate Minecraft. I sort of enjoy Minecraft, but yeah, I could see why you hate it. The image. I could see why you.
Well, I mean,
hate
it's
it,
just, to me, it gets boring.
It's about the community creative aspect, though. I mean, you know what I mean?
Like my son, he absolutely adores that game, but to me, it's just not what I wanted out of a game. That's all. It's just not my cup of tea.
Okay, got
That's
a new
it.
image. I'm putting an image up there because I'm not doing gameplay. There we go. No lives matter. You're all worthless. Yeah, but other than that...
Junkrat just got a quad kill on us with one fucking...
Yeah, I kind of noticed that.
What?
Fucking... Me and Nurgle are playing over meme right now, and a fucking quad kill just destroyed us. Right as I fucking finally destroyed these guys.
Okay. So, Dement or Phil, what do you think of not Star Citizen? I'm done talking about that game. I'm raging about it. What do you think of No Man's Sky? Okay, he's quiet. So, is there any final thoughts on No Man's Sky?
Oh, sorry, man. I'm.
Okay, Nurgle. Any final thoughts on No Man's Sky? Is it going to be
I'm sure it'll be an okay game. I'm sure people are gonna love it. I'm sure it's gonna be a fun game for people. I just thought it was funny when I read, the same people that praised this type of shit was like, look how, I just thought that was funny, but I'm sure the game will be fine. It'll be alright.
You have a lot.
What we need to talk about.
This is a symptom of the plague that is these people. Things that don't look like they're going to be successful are praised.
Yeah.
And once it becomes successful, they just shit on it.
Exactly. I mean, and that's what they do. We saw it with Overwatch. I mean, they're still trying to fucking do something about Overwatch. They are still angry about this fucking game. I just recently read an article where it was this Indian guy or this Hindu guy. He is demanding that Blizzard remove the Indian goddess costume that Symmetra has because he feels that it's an insult to Hinduism and all this shit. And it's like,
that's the same thing they did
stop
before.
attacking the fucking game. Seriously, it's getting stupid now.
But there was another game where it was the Shiva. It was in the game Gods or I don't know. It was another MOBA.
Kali was in. It was Smite. They were complaining because she was sexy. I'm like, have you ever seen any actual depiction of this character? Because she was.
She had her tits out. I mean, for real.
She's like the goddess of fertility or some shit like that.
Okay.
Well, this goddess of many things.
So, is there anything else going on? Because I really have to call it quits right now. So, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Really quickly? Nothing? Okay.
Well, Evolution happened this weekend, and it's still going right now. That if you guys haven't watched any of the streams of that, you want to see some good fucking matches going on MKX, Street Fighter, or any of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good shit that's been going on there.
Mm-hmm.
What, Evo?
Yeah, Evo's been fucking great this year. There's been a lot of surprises. The Americans have actually done pretty well against the Japanese players in Street Fighter V.
Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm going to call it quits right now, guys.
Street Fighter V is a good fighting game. I don't know why everybody keeps calling it shit. That's a very good, solid fighting game with solid mechanics.
Okay, I think
It's just, it really failed on the casual side of the house because they focused too heavy on the, they focused way too fucking heavy on the tournament fans.
Okay, Nurgle, I think
that's what really pissed me off is they focused on the tournament scene far a lot.
Okay.
What's up?
I think I'm going to call it quits this stream right now. I am getting complaints from people in my house that the internet's getting lagged up like crazy right now. So I think I'm going to call it quits this stream, at least as of right now. I might do one later on with the regular Google Hangouts because that doesn't lag up the internet like crazy. But I've been your host, Leon Gunstill, with Lord Nurgle, Michael Space Jam, and Phil, or Demented Gamer, Philosopher, whatever you want to call him. We'll see you guys next week. Sorry about that.